a Downer group. Definitely you have studied this in the 10th periodic table, anyhow we are revising it, but try to learn it clearly. And the other one is along the period, from left hand side to right hand side, along the period, from top to bottom, Downer group. Now we shall take up number 1, the size of an atom. Size of an atom. And that is responsible for so many changes in the properties, exceptional properties. Size of an atom is very important. Let me take Downer group. It should increase, isn't it? Downer group, it should increase. Lithium, sodium, yeah, you tell me. Lithium, yeah, whenever I want to, this I need your help. The first group, elements in the first group. Lithium, sodium, you try. Lithium, sodium, that's all, stopped. Potassium, rubidium, cesium. Let us not take that francium, radioactive element. We shall avoid all those things now. Anyhow, the first element is going to be lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium. Atomic number 3, 11, 19, 37, 55. 55. 19 plus 18. Yes? The electronic configuration is 3, 11, 19, 19 plus 18, 37, 37 plus 18, 55. Atomic number. You don't need to by heart. Yes. All of them have got, just to remember repeatedly, all of them have got NS1 configuration. You have to say strictly N minus 2, F14, N minus 1, D10, NS1. That must be the general electronic configuration of group 1 elements. Now shell structure. It is also easy to write the shell structure, shell configuration. 2, 1. 2, 8, 1. You add 8 electrons. You add 8 electrons to the penultimate shell. And the difference is 8. Again add 8 electrons to the penultimate shell. What should be the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 8, 1. You add 18. 18 should go to the third level, not the penultimate level, because third can accommodate 18. 2n square, isn't it? Therefore, you add 8 here, 18, and 8 here, and 8 here. You don't write this as 2, 8, 8, 18, 1, because this is incomplete. The third shell could have accommodated maximum 18. You put the maximum number of electrons, maximum load over there, and the remaining electrons here. In some cases, the 18 is always added the penultimate shell. Now, we should note that by experience. Therefore, this is not going to be this. I can ask you the number of electrons in the penultimate shell of rubidium. If you are going to commit a mistake here, instead of writing this 2, 8, 8, 18, 1, the answer is going to be 18. That is an incorrect answer, isn't it? Now, it is going to be, what is the difference is 18. Again, where do you add? Again, pre-penultimate shell only. Pre-penultimate. Because the pre-penultimate shell is the fourth shell that can accommodate maximum. And what should be the electronic configuration? 2, 18, 8, 1. Now, this is going to be the first shells. I will ask you another question now. Listen carefully. The first shell, second shell, third shell, fourth shell, fifth shell, and the sixth shell. What is the maximum number that can be accommodated in the fourth shell? 2n square. 32. 32. Now, is it possible combining these two, 2, 8, 18, 26, 1. What's wrong in that? Because the fourth shell can accommodate 32. The fourth shell can accommodate 32 here, but it is incorrect here. What are the rules to write the shell configuration? The last shell, wait. Those who have not attended earlier, let them listen to that. The last shell, everyone can write it once again. There is no indigestion at all. The last shell, I see some of you reluctant to write the points. concepts known to me earlier. My goodness, no. Don't take it that way. You should never take it that way. If I ask you to write the symbol of hydrogen atom with true honest, you have to write the hydrogen as symbol as. Nothing is going to be trivial to us, learning process. Now, the last shell should not exceed 8 electrons. Rule number 1. The penultimate shell should not exceed 18. Penultimate shell is last but one. And pre-penultimate shell should not exceed 32. The pre-penultimate shell should not exceed 32. Therefore, the electronic configuration is, therefore, it happens to be a penultimate shell. As per the rule, it should not go beyond 18. Therefore, it is incorrect. I can ask you assertion and reasoning. I told you 2 statements are given and both the statements are right. If the second statement accounts the first one statement, then we say A. We have seen the examples. Now, this could be asked here. This is an incorrect statement, electronic configuration. It is correct. Now, what is the second statement to account for the first statement? Because the penultimate shell, you have more than 18 electrons. That is the reason why it is incorrect here. It should not exceed 18 electrons. Therefore, I could have written various permutation combination. Didn't we write the electronic configuration of iron the other day? 2, 8, 8, 8, 9, 7, 10, 6, and so. You should never get tired of the answers. The way in which you keep your hand on your face tells you you are tired. No, you should not. Never keep your hand on your face. That shows, okay? Please listen. Let us be very serious in listening to that. None of the concept that we have learnt earlier, nothing wrong in writing it again, nothing wrong in absorbing it again, taking it again. Okay? With full seriousness, all of us are here, without an exception. Should we not enter into IIT? Yes. Okay? So, that way. Right. Now, this has got this. Now, if this is going to be this, the francium, okay, I told you, add 82, 87 here. So, the different 32, now this time, the 32 can go to the 4th shell here. What should be electronic configuration? 2, 8, 18, 32, 18. Don't disturb the rest of it. Don't disturb the rest of it. That is the electron. Now, what happens here, as the shell, this is going to be the nucleus here, and this is going to be 2 electrons here, and this is going to be 1 electron. The distance between the nucleus and the outermost electron, the atomic radius, that is called the atomic radius, assuming that the atom is going to be spherical. Now it has got how many shells here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a nucleus here, 1, 2, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You see the size of the atom increases down the group because new shells are added. The size increases down the shell because new shells are added. What is the change in the property of the element? Tell me. Because there is an increase in the size here, what happens to the property here? The hold over the electron, the last shell, decreases. Attraction towards the electron by the nucleus decreases. But I am going to contradict this statement here. Lithium has got 3 protons and 3 electrons. Cesium, 55 protons and 55 electrons. And there are 55 protons here. There are 3 protons here. And should it not compensate here? Therefore, on the whole, the attraction towards the outermost electron by the nucleus should be the same. It is not same. It is not the same. And what is the, okay, now as per this argument over here, as per the argument here, though the distance increases, but at the same time nuclear charge increases, 55 protons here. So when you have got equal number of protons, electron attraction toward all the electrons should be same, 1 to 1. 1:1. For every proton, there is an attraction towards an electron, 1 electron. Therefore, that way, now what is the answer? What is the evidence here? But cesium is able to lose that particular electron, one electron here. Is it not one electron here? Last electron. How do you know? The reactivity. That's what I told you. Cesium forms cesium chloride. Cesium is able to form cesium plus ion most readily. Cesium forms cesium plus ion than lithium forming lithium plus ion. You find it difficult. One has to supply more energy to the lithium. And lithium does not form compound that readily when compared to the cesium. Now you take lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium, all the elements in a beaker here. Try to bring one of the most reactive non-metal, fluorine. You try to bring in fluorine here, it reacts. Try to bring in fluorine here. The moment you bring fluorine here towards the potassium, rubidium and cesium, it explodes. B, along the period, size decreases. Let us take lithium 2,1, beryllium 2,2, boron 2,3, carbon 2,4, nitrogen 2,5, oxygen 2,6, fluorine 2,7, neon 2,8. The distance between the nucleus, this is the nucleus here, we have 2 electrons and 1 electron here. The distance between fluorine, in the case of fluorine, we have a nucleus here, 2 electrons here and 7 electrons here. Theoretically speaking, the distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell should be the same. Right? Atomic radius should be the same. But atomic radius decreases. If this is going to be lithium here and fluorine is going to be much smaller atom. Because the increase in nuclear charge, there are 9 protons over here. Write it, 9 protons and 9 electrons. Though it is going to be 9 electrons, they are spread over, but protons are concentrated in a very tiny spot. The nucleus, size of the nucleus is going to be much, much smaller. But it is crowded with 9 protons over there, whereas 3 protons over here. And this the increase in the nuclear charge is known as effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. Since effective nuclear charge increases, this nucleus has got greater attraction for all the electrons, though the number of electrons is going to be more. So atom as a whole shrinks. Therefore, the atomic size. So what is going to be one particular point you want to say? Why? Who is going to tell me? Raise your hand. Why the size of an atom along the period decreases? Because of increase in the effective nuclear charge. That's all. That is taken care of. Increase in the effective nuclear charge. You have to use the term effective nuclear charge. And that is going to be the attraction towards all the other electrons.